know why? Do you know why? Because you have a 6'7", 250 center from Brazil with soft hands that runs like a gazelle. A beautiful young lady. Area Atkins, throw it up. You know why? Because you have a Cardoso. You have.
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept your lack of focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see me. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? What's up with my glasses? I put my glasses on. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope everybody is having a fantastic, phenomenal, exceptional day today. It's your boy. Oh, we got so much to talk about. We have so much to talk about. So let's talk. First of all, what you say? You know, you got to clean up and look as exceptional as a plus model can. Y'all know who it is. It's K. Joe. You know what I'm saying? Only the way that K. Joe can look. My Lord. My Lord. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing well? Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all doing good. But y'all got volume in here. Okay, we go. All right. Yeah, I know. I look a little different. I know. It's okay. We'll be all right. Just rock with your boy. It's okay. I look a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm having long hair, short hair. I'm still gonna look good. But hello, welcome to the King Joe Show. I am your host, King Joe. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We'll put you to 2,000 subscribers this month, and you can help us get there. We're almost there. We have a lot to talk about it, so let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, your boy's cleaner. Hey, man, I'm cleaner than the whistle. All right? After all the headlines, all the accusations, the media, the frenzy, the WNBA says, okay. Tonight, we watched the game, and I did. I peeped. You know, because most of you guys, I know a lot of you guys are currently, I know a majority of you guys are currently boycotting because Caitlin's not there. And I understand. I totally get it. And I have the video talking about Caitlyn and the fever and the loss. I got one of those coming up too. But tonight, I actually happened to catch Cordoso. Tonight, we're going to keep it realer than your cousin who still owes you $40 for 2019. Now listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're game plan in any game that you have a 6'7" Brazilian and you don't get it the ball, you've messed up. And tonight it showed when Kamilla didn't just play basketball. She showed up like Godzilla in Chicago's Sky Jersey and said, y'all know what she said. We ain't gonna say it right yet. But and the building trembled. Opponents fumbled. And the Sky finally said, we got us a W. So sit back, grab your popcorn. We're going to break it down. And I see y'all trying to get summertime fine. I see y'all trying to get it together. I'm trying to get summertime fine too. You know what I'm saying? Your boy clean as it was. Because we're breaking down the game, the win, and the woman who's out here making them paint her personal office. Let's get into it. Now, I saw the game. And what was interesting watching this game is what I saw in this game was something different. Now, before we get the elephant in the room, we'll talk about, the other young lady that's on the Chicago Sky. Let's talk about the first thing. We got to applaud Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh, you did some things that we asked you to do. We told you to take, none out the start lineup, and you did. We asked you to take Nurse. I'm sorry. We asked you to take Nurse out the starting lineup, and you took Kia Nurse out, and you did, and it paid off. You came back, and we've been asking you. You played Rebecca Allen more, and she responded. She definitely responded. You did that. We asked you to get Ariel Atkins more touches and more shots. And you did. Last game, she played well, but once again, they made some mistakes down the stretch. And guess what? But this time, you got Ariel Atkins 14 shots. And she repaid you by hitting 50%. She hit 7 of them. Include 40% from 3, 2 for 5 for 3. She got to get the free throws, 1 for 2. That's not good, but still, she responded. And had a pretty awesome game if you look at the numbers. Erica Atkins responded with 17 points, 3 assists. No, 17 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. She had an overall great game, and there was turnover. She had a phenomenal game. Also, we talked earlier about Rebecca Allen getting the game. She was 3 for 6, 50%. She had 13 points. And she also got you 4 rebounds and an assist. So you got the thing off of there. Van Sloot. Now listen. Y'all know I'm not a huge Van Sloot fan. I think she makes great basketball decisions, but she's a liability on defense. Anybody says it different, they don't know basketball. She's a liability on defense. So Van Sloot to come up, and Van Sloot actually said, they talked about it in the broadcast, which I thought was interesting. They actually said, Van Sloot said, hey man, I need some help. Because them guards are just going about, they see Van Sloot and be like, beep, beep. they out the game. But Van Sloot said, I need some help. So Van Sloot had a very good game, a very efficient game when she scored tonight. I think she had 13 points, if I'm not mistaken. And, I mean, she really controlled the tempo of the game, majority of the game, by what she did here tonight. And so these are the players that gave. Liz got in. She did hit a shot, 13 points for Van Sloot. I keep calling that Van Sloot. That's hilarious. Van Sloot, she had 13 points, 9 rebounds, and then she also had, 13 points, 9 assists, and 1 rebound. And then she did have 5 turnovers, but that's pretty good. We got 9 assists, so we'll take that in. All right? So, and she also had, 5 fouls? Is that right? That's crazy. She had 5 fouls. 5 steals. The goal line with 5 fouls. She had 5 steals. So she had a very good night. 13, 9, and 5 with steals and 1 rebound. It's very good. So Van Sloot controlled the tempo of the game. right? You got Area Atkins went out there and had a pretty good game. This is a second strong game in a row, which is good. And last but not least, let's get to it. I know y'all been waiting. I mean, Van Lith got in. They have a great game, 1 for 4, 2 points, but she did have an assist and a rebound. So Van Lith came in and did what she came and got some time in. On the worry, I can't say her that late name, save my life. But she had 7 points. A pretty good short off the bench. Everybody played well. It's a team effort. Bantam came in and hit a 3. She had 4 points at the free throw. It's a team effort for Chicago tonight. Team effort. Right? Great team effort. But let's go ahead and get to the elephant in the room. The issue, finally, I feel like The Rock. Finally, Tyler Marsh has come back to his senses. You know what I'm saying? He's come back to his senses. Because we've been saying, as I played at the beginning of the show, since I've been saying for the last year and a half, I've been saying, Tyler Marsh, what are you doing? Why do you continue to try to run this offense through one Angel Reese? Right? Why do you continue to run this offense through Angel Reese? Why do you continue giving her 14, 15 shots and not giving your other superstar, your higher draft pick, the ball more? Why? And she turns around and she shoots the worst percentage in the WNBA. That's right. That's why Angel Reese. The worst percentage. Now, we ain't got dog Angel Reese because I do have something positive to say about Angel. I do have something positive. We're going to get there, though, like she got there today. But for the most part, Angel was having a struggle of a game. But at the end of the day, the media is going to try to portray that Angel Reese had a strong outing. And she didn't. And even though Angel Reese did not have a strong outing, guess what? You guys still won. And I wonder why. I really want to know, how did you guys win? I really want to know, at the end of the day, who was the main player tonight that carried the Chicago Sky to victory? Who was the player of the game that carried the Chicago Sky to victory? I think I've been telling y'all for the last year and a half. It ain't Angel Reese. Y'all been saying, who's the number one player? It's not Angel. I've been telling y'all that for the last year. It's not Angel. I've been telling, we're going to run the offense through Angel. I don't know what you're thinking about. Don't run it through Angel. I've been telling y'all a year and a half, for a year and a half now, what you have. I've been saying this for a year. Anybody else, I know they're going to take it. I know they're going to try to take it. I need to go ahead and get the T-shirts out now while I'm thinking about it. Hell, if you're watching, go ahead and start printing the T-shirts. But this is what I've been telling you guys. I've been telling you guys for a minute, for a while, that you had a 6'7". That's right. A 6'7" Brazilian by way of South Carolina, weighing 215 pounds. A world NCAA basketball champion. Oh, man. A first-round draft pick. Did I say she's 6'7"? Did I say she's 215 pounds? She runs the floor like a gazelle. Long arms. And a soft touch around the rim. Woo. But let me say it again. A soft touch around the rim. I've been telling you for the last year and a half that, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, I've been telling you for a while that you have a Cardoso. That's right. I've been telling you for a year and a half that you have Kamilla Cardoso on your team. A year and a half. A year and a half. Thank you, Martin says, last second. For a year and a half, I've been telling you have a Cordoso. What's going on, Mark? What's up, Zay? I've been telling for a year and a half. You have a Cordoso. And it seemed like every coach that they were putting in hand, Witherspoon, that did at the beginning of the year, Tyler Marsh, all them people were saying, all right, we know we got to sit seven, but we got to try to get the ball down low to Adrian Reese. And Adrian Reese is shooting another 50%. She's shooting another 40% in the paint. And then you wonder why you get blown out by 30-35. It was one person sitting here telling you, not just one, there was other people saying it too. There's a lot of us are sitting here telling you, hey, slow the game down because you got streaky shooters. Ariel Atkins is a streaky shooter. Branham is a streaky shooter. You have streaky shooters. Slow the game down. If I could talk, slow the game down. And Zay said they play good type of basketball to make you go to sleep, which is true. But that's how they win. That's how the way they're gonna win. They gotta keep the score low. They can't go and they can't play even though this is a 97-92 game, everybody was hot. But that's the best way they have, that's the best chance they have to win. It's pound the ball inside. And I took some notes for this game because I was watching this game and I said, I couldn't believe I was watching this game. I watched this one and I watched the NBA New York game. But I just want to see if Tyler Marshall is going to do what I said he's going to do. Because they had no one down low to stop Cordoso. Dallas did, but they didn't hardly play her. That was crazy. Now, Chicago jumps out to an early lead. And at the 7-minute mark in the second quarter, I'm going to jump out with the second quarter. Cordoso had 14 points, and they were up by 13 points. They came down the court, and on 2 straight possessions, they went to Angel Reese back-to-back. One's a turnover, one's a foul. She hit one free throw, then she had another turnover. Then they took out Cordoso at the 6:45 mark. And the Dallas team went on a 14-4 run. And then that 14-4 run, Angel Reese had 1 point, a couple of rebounds. By 5:16, now mind you, Cordoso went out at 6 minutes and 45 seconds. By 5:16, Dallas had cut the lead to 5. This is me making it up. This is me watching the game like, okay, all right, you might want to get Cordoso back in the game. Now, let me say this. Cordoso does have an issue with foul issues because, once again, but I'm going to give them a break. Mark, I'm going to give them a break. I'm going to give them a break on this. I'm going to give them a break. But the reason why Cordoso gets a lot of fouls, some of them are silly. Like the night before last when they played and they lost, that was some silly fouls that she made, right? I know she turned the ball over one, and she just literally ran down and just slapped the girl. I was like, what are you doing? Like, that wasn't even smart. Like, it wasn't even a chance at playing defense. So there are some silly fouls that Kamilla Cardoso make, and she finds herself in foul trouble a lot, right? But this wasn't one of those games. What I saw this time was they went away for Cordoso, and when they started going away from Cordoso and started shooting a lot of threes. They tried to start running the pick and roll with Angel Reese, and I was like, why? Why are you running pick and roll with Angel Reese? They ran the pick and roll with Angel Reese, and I was like, why? And Angel Reese commits to go 0 for 4 in that first half. That's right. She was 0 for 4. And it ends up going to halftime when it should have had a big lead with the lead dwindle. A lot of that had to do with Enrique, because Enrique does what Enrique does. She shoots a lot, right? Sometimes she shoots too much. Abagunwale, sometimes she shoots too much. 14 for 25. She had 37 points. She did have 7 assists, so that was nice. She had 7 assists and 5 rebounds. I don't know how long this Enrique and Paige Beckers is going to work. And we'll talk about that. I got another show on that because I think they have Paige Beckers in a lose-lose situation, boy. There's a reason why that team's only won 1 game, right? But what I saw was when they took out Cardoso, the team instantly went on to start trailing. But then when Cordoso comes back in at the beginning of the third, they go on a run to regain the lead, to keep the lead going. They lost the lead, then they go on a run, they regain the lead, and they extend the lead all while Angel Reese was on the bench. On X, people was asking, where's Angel? Is she hurt? Now, I have been hearing, let me say this, I'm going to be one of the first. I have been hearing that Angel has been having issues with that surgically repaired hand. Now, I don't know if that's an excuse for her poor shooting percentage or if, it's legitimate. But that's what I've been hearing, that she's having issues with that surgically repaired hand. You heard it here first, right? Or maybe second. I heard it somewhere, so it has to be second, right? But you heard it. But I'm hearing that she's having some issue with her hand. Now, I don't know, what I'm saying? Could be an excuse. It could be an excuse, or it could be real. But, it is a surgically repaired. Sometimes, those things are kind of janky. All that happens while AJ Reese is on the bench, all the way up to midway through the fourth quarter. And I was like, why not need to put Angel back in? But they do. And when they do put Angel in, to her credit, Angel played very clutch down the stretch. I know the Reese's Pieces go, he said something positive about Angel. Yes, I did. To Angel's credit, she played very, very clutch down the stretch. I can't even hate. She went from having 1 point to having ended the game with 6 points, and she didn't get a double-double. And so people are mad because they bet it that Angel Reese would get a double-double this game. And this would be the one game she would get a double-double. Then they get some 1 and what are they, 1-4 now? What are 1-4? What's Dallas? 1-4? So you got a 1-4. So let's not act like, all right, let's keep it a buck. Now let's not act like these teams are like, they got out there and beat New York. Which they could have, they did beat a 1-5 team in Dallas. And that 1-4. So it was two bad teams playing. And it was an interesting game. But I will give credit where credit's due. Out of the two sorry teams, Chicago was less sorry tonight. And it was largely because they finally figured out that they have a Cardoso. They finally figured out it might be best and behoove us to get the ball down low and let the young lady work. And what Cordoso only did was, not only, it showed me a lot tonight, because what it showed me, Cordoso's not trying to just score for herself. She's also looking to get her teammates involved. She's also making smart plays out of the post. Or if she gets the ball high on the perimeter, she's not trying to go down there and go against 5 players, sometimes like Angel does. She's getting the ball and she's kicking it out. She's getting the ball and making sure it's rotating. It's hitting everybody's hands so they can get the best shot. I actually thought that Chicago would have a better team this year than last year, just off the simple fact that Angel and Cardoso have been in the league another year. You bought an Area Atkins who can play. Who, when she's on, she's an assassin. She can shoot that thing. You got Van Sloot to run the offense. Not great on defense, but she can run the offense. And then if you look on the side, you still got Haley Van Lith to come off the bench. And then you got some of these other Rebecca and all those guys to come off the bench. You got an actually decent squad. But then I also said the way that they're going to win is to go through Kamilla Cardoso. And finally, everybody say it with me, finally, they did that. Let me get y'all a close-up of the haircut. I just did a close-up call with y'all to see. Let me get close up for the waves up there. You know what I'm saying? Wave. All right. But finally, they did. And what they did, please, if you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe so we can get the algorithm up, kick it up. Please hit the like and subscribe. I know we're a little later tonight than we normally be, but that's okay. I know y'all been waiting, man. I missed yesterday. Gotta make up for it. If you will, hit the like and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Hit the lights up. Now, let's look at some of these numbers here. Kamilla Cardoso actually shot the ball 13 times. I said Kamilla needs about 15 shots. You got to get Kamilla about 15 looks at the rim. She's going to hit anywhere from 8 to 9 of those 15 shots. And when she started the first quarter with 4, she actually set the tone of the game with the 14 points that she had in the first half. True story. And when they came in the third quarter, once again, they were just getting easy buckets at the basket because there's nobody big enough to go against her. Just off sheer size. Forget the fact she got soft hands around the rim. I love me some Cordoso, man. All right, and she got soft hands around the rim, so you know what's going on. So 9 for 13 from the field, 5 for 6 for free throw. She shot 83% for free throws, so she's hitting a free throw, and then she's getting other people involved. Now, I know you say, well, Kate, she only had 1 assist. But listen, her hockey assist probably would be about 7 or 8 if we count hockey assists. Because her pass to another pass to get the assist is something that they actually need, and something that she has. Why y'all give me a thumbs up? I didn't say anything bad about her. That's something they actually need. So a hockey assist is something that they actually set up there. If you count her hockey assist, she actually had a pretty good game. So 23 points, she's a +6 on the floor. Had 8 rebounds, one assist. She had a steal, and she had a block. So I'm asking you guys, what is going on? What should you do? At every instance, you should run this thing through Kamilla Cardoso. It should be through Kamilla. The number one person, I keep trying to tell y'all, tonight it worked. It worked tonight. Down the stretch, AJ got a couple of breakaway layups. I thought she was gonna miss the first one. I was like, she missed that first one, boy. It's gonna be on. They already got some bloopers from this game from Angel. It's like Angel gives us bloopers that we can't. She's the gift that keeps on giving. she gave us some bloopers throughout this game too. Like she had a couple of them this week too. But that layup that Van Sloop passed to her, it was a beautiful pass. And then Angel also had a beautiful pass down low to Kamilla Cardoso also. And when you look at it, it was pretty cool. It was kind of dope how they ran it and how they did it down the stretch. But the offense ran through Kamilla. Van Sloop, they finally ran it. Oh my God. I was asking all week. I was like, oh, are they going to run it? They finally ran it, ladies and gentlemen. They finally ran the high pick and roll with Van Sloop and Kamilla Cardoso. I've been calling for that all season. I was like, Tyler Marsh, you from Indiana. That was your main go-to. That's the only play that Christian-sized knew. Other than horns. Not Stephanie White only know horns. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only play Christian-sized knew was high pick and roll. And get the ball to Caitlin and let Caitlin find somebody open. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was like, okay, Tyler Marsh, you got Van Sloop. You know, you got Van Sloop. And I know Van Sloop isn't Caitlin. But Kamilla is, I would say, AB is playing amazing this year, even though she had a bad game last game. We got to talk about the last game one day. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to do 2 tomorrow. I promise. I'm going to do one early in the morning. So get up with me about 9-ish, 10-ish o'clock in the morning. That's not real early, but right before lunchtime, I'm going to do a show about the Indiana loss, and what Stephanie White has to do to get this team back in order. But Tyler Marsh on this one, you had an opportunity to make. What's up, Ken? What's up, Philip? Zane, how you doing? Mark, how you doing? You had an opportunity to run the high screen and roll with Van Sloop, and you finally did it. And guess what happened when you did? Y'all won. You really kind of dominated. Enrique just had an amazing game. She was hitting some shots that only Enrique and a couple more people can make. Only her, maybe Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? When they get just hot like that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, what's the girl from Phoenix? McLeod from Phoenix. It's only a couple of cats that get hot like that, get super duper hot like that. And you can just go like, you know what? Ain't nothing we can do. That's just better offense than it is defense. She was on one of them all-star rings. Y'all remember when in the all-star game last year when Enrique went crazy? You know what I'm saying? And Caitlin was like, give her the ball. They just throw her the ball. She just throw it up. She kind of did that a little bit. Then she got tired at the end of the game because she started calling for pace buckets to get the ball. But, you know, at the end of the day, y'all really dominated the game, Chicago. Doing what? Going down low, running a high pick and roll. And Van Sloop got, I don't know how many layups they got at the rim with Van Sloop, with them going to doubling Van Sloop and leaving Kamilla Cardoso at the rim by herself, or having a smaller player. They switching and having a smaller player on Cordoso, and Cordoso getting an easy layup. It just makes sense. It makes sense. Speaking of pace buckets, who's supposed to be Caitlin equivalent? She was 6 for 11. Not a bad night. 54%, 1 for 2 for 3. She had 15 points. Looks like she had 3 block shots. She had a steal. No, she had 3 steals. And then she had 8 assists and 5 rebounds. So 15, 8, and 5. Not a bad game for pace buckets at all. a very controlled. She plays under control. She never seems like she's too high, too low. She's like right where it's supposed to be. Right where it's supposed to be. But the news of this game and the big story, guys, of this game is this. Chicago doesn't need Angel Reese. I think she made some plays down the stretch, but Chicago needs to run through Kamilla Cardoso. And what Kamilla Cardoso showed me is this. She can play out the double. She can pass the ball. She really, the shots that she missed, a couple of them she just missed. You know what I'm saying? So a couple just rimmed out. But she's amazing. And we've been saying that for a year and a half. Kamilla Cardoso, I was talking to a friend that he was saying, King, well, you got to remember, Kamilla was hurt last year. She came back this year, stronger than ever. And I think this is the year you're going to start seeing Kamilla start to put her dominance if her team feeds her the ball. If you want to continue to win Chicago, you're not going to win a whole lot of games this year. But if you want to continue to win a couple of them, feed Kamilla Cardoso. Give her the ball. Let her do a thing. And you guys will be all right. You guys will be all right. Let's see whoever's played well tonight. We talk about Agumawale. Enrique had 37. 15 for Paige buckets. Dejanay. I forgot about Dejanay. Was in there. 15 points. 4 rebounds. 1 steal. Dejanay. Dejanay was there. Doing Dejanay type things. Dejanay play. Dejanay has quiet points. She'll have 15, but you be like, damn, I didn't even know she scored that many. Defensively, she played pretty well. But 15 points for Dejanay. She had 4 rebounds, no assists. 1 steal. Okay. And then Nelissa Smith. A lot of people betted on this game for Angel Reese because she was going against Nelissa Smith. And we might have to start calling Nelissa Smith what it is. Nelissa Smith is a bust. 1 for 3, 33%. She was a +4, but she only had 1 steal. She had 2 points. Her and Angel were playing for the least valuable player of the night. Angel kind of kicked it up at the end. You know how Angel is. Angel's trying to get her points at the end of the game. And she ain't got but like 5 points. She gonna turn it to Angel gear and try to get the rest of it. That's hilariously funny. Angel gear is hilarious. That's really hilarious. She's gonna try to turn to Angel gear and get the last point. But you have to run this game. This game goes to Kamilla Cardoso and Courtney Vandersloot, and I will give a game ball also to Tyler Marsh for finally figuring out that you have a Cardoso. Yo, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for listening. Angels doubles are for me-bounds and double dribbles. I love that they care. Listen. While you touching on something, that's hilarious. While you touching on something too, Philip, they call that travel on Angel. I've been asking them to call for a while. Angel gets down there and takes steps. She's fumbling and bumbling. They finally called it tonight. She got called for that a couple of times tonight. And they've been calling it for the league. They started to get more accurate and seeing it. And I tried to tell Angel, hush, you don't treat the media that way. The league got your back and you try to be nasty. But hey, they're calling those travels on Angel. Next thing I have to call them balls that she be throwing when she be going up. You know what I'm saying? Once they start calling that, it's coming. I don't know where Angel's gonna get her points from. I don't. I forgot who's that tonight. She bowled straight in the face, and they didn't call it. I was like, where is it? Was it Charles or was it McGowan? I think it was McGowan. I think she bowled McGowan. Yeah, I think it was McGowan. It was another 6-7, and I thought they would play more. She played well also. I thought they should have played her more. But McGowan she took an elbow straight to McGowan. I was like, oh, that's tough. You know, she plays a rough game. And if the refs ever start calling tit-tat, it's going to be tough to get it around. Let's get it around. I'm still waiting for play. This is another thing I'm waiting for coaches to do too. I thought that Dallas coach, he had like a man bun, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't Dallas coach have like a man bun? Doesn't he have like a man bun? That's got a young coach. If I'm not mistaken, I think he had a man bun tonight, if I'm not mistaken. When I saw that man bun, I said, oh yeah, Paige Beckers is in trouble. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I was like, Paige Buckets is they said Paige Buckets up for fake. I don't know if they trying to get in a draft pick or what. But who they got Paige Buckets playing with ain't a good look. Her team might be, her team might be worth now. Chris Cucklanes. Yeah, Cucklanes definitely had a man bun tonight. And I was like, yo. When I saw the man bun, I said, yep, that's a W for the Sky tonight. Tyler Marshall can't lose to the man bun. No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. But yeah, well, I don't know who's the Dallas GM, but whoever Dallas GM that put this team together, I don't know who they are. Because you got Hines Allen. This is like you got Dejanay. You got, I don't know who put this together. You got Alyssa Smith and Dejanay, who I heard are not dating anymore. You know what I'm saying? Well, I heard they're not together, so you know it's some bad feels, some ill wills. If they broke up, you know that's hard, bro. If they broke up, or they say they broke up because they want to fraternize on the same team. Well, I mean that should be a problem because last year DeWanna Bonner and what's her name was on the same team, right? And her significant others on the same team, so that shouldn't really matter. But you had Alyssa Smith and Dejanay going through a lover's core. Agubake want to shoot 30 times a game. T. McGowan, you okay. K. Charles, I don't even know who that is. But I'm looking at this team and I'm like, all right. The question is, does Paige Buckets have a worse team than Caitlin Clark had last year? The Caitlin Clark had last year. That's a question I have to ask. Does Paige Buckets have a worse team than Caitlin Clark has last year? Because outside of Kelsey Mitchell and AB and Lexi, on that stuff. And Lexi's playing really well this year. Sexy Lexi's out. Can we call her sexy? Is that the nickname? Like that's what they call her a lot. They call her Sexy Lexi. So I want to make sure y'all get no, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get, there's no space for hate. Can we call her that? That's what I'm telling you what they call her. They call her Sexy Lexi. All right. Lexi Hall is out there, don't act like they don't call her. In the chat, come on now. Y'all know they call her Sexy Lexi. Let me act like I'm making up something. That's what they call her. All right. But they said LA Sparks' old coach is Dallas GM Kurt Miller. Okay, good job. Thanks, Zane. Well, whoever he is, hey, man, I don't think he should get a raise in the offseason. Unless he got some moves going to be made. But he should have known he should have known that the Alyssa Smith Dejanay thing was not going to work. And now you're 1-5. Looks like you're going to be a high draft pick again next year. You're going to have to do something different. That's not, I think Paige might have a worse team. I mean, her coach has a man bun. And he wore during the game. Oh, y'all think I am not playing. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I would have been mad at Tyler Marshall. So he said about the same. Okay, all right, about the same. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they can turn it around like Caitlin did at the end of this season. We'll see Paige. Because, Paige Buckets, she's supposed to be one of the other ones. She bit the knee to the woke community. So they ain't giving Paige. I noticed they ain't filing Paige like they was filing Caitlin last year. You know what I'm saying? They ain't clotheslining Paige like this. They're clotheslining Caitlin. They ain't drop kicking Paige yet. So, I noticed they've been a lot, nicer to Paige. I was like, well, where's that rookie physicality that we saw last year? You know what I'm saying? I watched the game like, no, they hit Paige Buckets that one time. I'm like, this time last year, Caitlin would have got clotheslined about 3 times a game. Y'all pushed in the back and called her BITCH. I mean, what are y'all talking about? I'm like, yeah, this is a cakewalk for Paige Buckets. It's a cakewalk. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I thought Adrian Reese should at least clothesline her one time. Like, Adrian could clothesline Paige Buckets at least one time. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even do it. I'm like, Adrian, this your new rival now that Caitlin now for the next 2 weeks. You supposed to close. Y'all got to play again, this week? Couple of days from now. You supposed to clothesline Paige Buckets when she came through. So y'all have something to talk about. So y'all can stir his races again. Ooh. They said they diving so they could draft Juju. Well, if you get Juju and Paige Beckers on the same team, now that's a problem. Mark, you might be onto something. If you get Juju and Paige Beckers on the same team, now that's must-see TV. I can't hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all know I'm Caitlyn through and through. But to see Juju, and I've been telling y'all, if y'all want to see Magic and Bird, it's Juju and Caitlyn. It ain't Angel. It's Juju and Caitlyn. And hopefully Juju comes back 110% after an injury this year. Next year, oh my gosh. That'll be interesting. But then the question remains, if they draft Juju, what do they do with he said Chris sounds like a bad. That's because it's a bad boy. They're just saying say this is hilarious. But I will say this though. If they do draft Juju, Dallas is trying to, if they take it for Juju for next year, what do you do with Enrique? Do you trade Enrique? Because I don't feel like it's enough ball to go around with Juju, Paige Beckers, and Enrique. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good on paper, but I think the issue now is that Enrique is shooting too much. You know what I'm saying? They want Enrique to shoot less. And Enrique is averaging, I think, less than the whole career. She's averaging only 14. I think that's what they said tonight in the broadcast. She's only averaging 14 points so far this year. So Enrique is it's gonna be interesting to see what you do, because Enrique is a baller now. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, she's averaging 13.8 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists. Enrique is a baller now, so don't get it twisted. But David Ennis. All right, so y'all want to ask questions. Let's go. I know I wasn't here yesterday. I know. I wasn't here yesterday. All right, I want to get Indiana their own show, their own thing, because I would meditate on it a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? And then too, okay. But I will answer your question, David Ennis. After 4 games, who's the better coach between Christy-sized and Take My Challenge and Go Home White? That's hilarious. I should have read that to you, gave a super chat, but that's a really good one. The question, to answer your question, right now, I know this is, hey, listen, okay, this is definitely be hedging, but right now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. I can't say that Stephanie is doing much better than Christy. You know, both of them were number 22s. They kind of look alike. I'm just saying, like, they both wore number 22s. They both, I can't say that Stephanie is, I'm unimpressed with Stephanie so far. You know what I'm saying? Christy-sized, I actually gave Christy-sized more of a break because that was Christy-sized, second year coaching? You know what I'm saying? It's a push right now. But I'm probably going to get that. Y'all going to think I'm crazy. I'm probably going to get the edge to Christy-sized. And I'm going to tell you why. That was on Christy-sized second year. Second year as a head coach. We all knew she was clueless. That was the second year as a head coach. We knew she knew we all knew she didn't know what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? We could tell. We all could tell. You know what I'm saying? We just like, all right, cool. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, S's and O's, the least you can do is put the best player and put the ball in the best player hands. And then we get Stephanie, that's supposed to be, you know, a coach that's taking the team to the finals. It's supposed to be like, you know, this coach that has pedigree. And she does the same thing Christy-sized does. It's a push. And I might actually get the edge to Christy-sized because Christy-sized was only a second year coach. Second year coach. Okay, so y'all let me know. Do y'all want me to come back? Let's end this show. Do y'all want me to come back and do the Indiana show from last night? I owe y'all that one. I owe y'all the Indiana show. I do. If y'all give me enough thumbs up, I'll come up. I do it in the morning. It's 12 o'clock. Okay, I'll do it in the morning. We'll do it in the morning. We'll come back and do the Indiana show, and we were talking depth about Indiana and how they looked and preview. They play tomorrow, right? I think Indiana plays tomorrow. They either play tomorrow or Saturday. Let me see. I want to say they play tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, they play today. They play today. They play today at 7:30. They play the Connecticut Sun, which should be an interesting game. It's not going to be easy. Let's see the players. That's not going to be an easy game. Marina Ravery. Yeah, they should be. I really think they should beat the Connecticut Sun. Look for the Tina Charles and look for the Tina Charles and Howard matchup. That's gonna be a big matchup. Connecticut just got beat. They just got beat by Dallas. So I hope that Indiana wins that game tomorrow. I hope that's the game that they win. You know what I'm saying? They should win that game, even without Caitlin. That should be a game. But look for Tina Charles and Natasha Howard. Tina Charles is averaging about 17. Natasha Howard's averaging about 15. Look for that battle tomorrow. That should be a good battle tomorrow. Especially with them slowing the game down. With the Sun tomorrow night. Right. I need the Fever to win at least one of these games that Caitlin is not in. I need to win one of these games. I told my wife tonight, I said, if Chicago loses tonight, their next chance to win won't be until they play Indiana again without Caitlin Clark. Like, that's the next chance to win. It's the best chance to win. But they won tonight. They did pull out the victory because they went down and said, "You have a Cardoso?" They said, "We finally have one." He said they couldn't beat the business. We're gonna see though. You know what I'm saying? What a guy told me, what my friend Benny told me today, he said they always gonna struggle the first game without the superstar. I was like, I didn't know. I thought normally teams after the superstar have like that first game, everybody be jacked and they be trying to prove a point, then it be after the end that they drop back down to where they're supposed to be. It's gonna be interesting to see. We will talk about this tomorrow morning. Listen, get up with me tomorrow morning. Get some rest tonight. Go get you some sleep. Wherever you, I know I got cats all over the world, so it might be morning somewhere. But I know I got friends all over the world, supporters all over the world, and there might be morning somewhere. Matter of fact, y'all put where y'all at right now. But get some rest at 8:00. No, it's not gonna be there early then. It's not gonna be 8. I would say 9 between the times of 9 and 11. You'll get the push notification. If you're subscribed, put the bell on, you get the push notification of what time it's gonna come on in the morning. It'll be between 9 and 11:30. 9 and 11:30. And we will preview the Indiana Fever game. We will talk about the last game. And we'll preview the game tomorrow night. Because there's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk about. I got some questions. And we got to bring Stephanie White. I'm gonna save it. I have some interesting takes tomorrow night. Join me tomorrow night for that, okay? Guys, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. If you don't mind, please hit that like and subscribe. Indiana doesn't have a point guard. I don't think Indiana has without Caitlin, I don't think they have a point guard at all. Where was Colson? Colson was like null and void last night. I was disappointed. I've been waiting to see Sydney Colson play all season. You know who else did? We'll talk about. You know who else didn't show up last night? Sophie Cunningham didn't show up last night either. Sophie Cunningham, all around bad game. All around bad game. Well, this is the thing, Zane. And I sit here and holler at my people in the room. So we say it's just us. So we go ahead and have a good time. It's just us. Chill out the music. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just us. So we go ahead and have some time. We'll go ahead and talk. Zane, the issue with this though is, and I'm still gonna do it in the morning. But Zane, the problem is this. You have a team, the team right now. This is what scares me about Indiana. The thing that scares me about Indiana is their team is mismatched. They don't have a solid core. They don't have like you have a football team, right? You still have that beat sounds like it's skipping. Do I still have that beat? Yes, I do still. Yes, I do. I'll bring it out one day. But what I was saying was that, like in the NFL, you have a team that's a running team. Like they think we're going to run the ball. and they have a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a word they kind of use for it. They're going to run the ball, and that's their mentality is we're going to run the ball and play solid defense. Or you might have a team that's like, hey, what we're known for is throwing the ball. Throwing the ball, they can, you know what I'm saying, and passing the ball all over the place and scoring, right? What's their identity? That's the word I was looking for. Well, they have an identity. And the problem with Indiana is this. Indiana Fever they have a mismatched identity. They're having an identity crisis in front of our faces. What are you saying, King? Why are you saying that? And the reason I'm saying that is this. Because what Stephanie White has is she has the young guns. She has Caitlin. She has that wants to run. She has Kelsey Mitchell that wants to run. She has Lexi Hall that wants to run. She has all these players that want to run, but the problem is she also got the old heads in there, but they're the people that they drafted at the people that they got in the offseason, the additions that they got in the offseason, they're all slow the ball down players. They're all let's grind it, run. So they're all, okay, let's play half court. Let's not get out and run unless it's like an obvious, open court thing. And that's what's wrong with the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever has an identity crisis. It's the same thing like Chicago. Chicago has an identity crisis. They keep saying we'll go to Angel when really you need to be going through Cordoso. Right? But that's what Stephanie has as an issue. And right now, honestly, it's only going to be exacerbated because Caitlin isn't there. Right? So hello. Thanks a lot, David. I was trying to look like you, David. I'm trying to get the professional look. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to get, the sponsors and the people they like King, you got to clean it up a little bit. All right. But no, Stephanie White has them and they don't know exactly what to do. They don't know exactly what to do. And I think that hurts. I hope I hurt my haircut. It hurt my numbers tonight. I love people like, I want to bat with the hair. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they hurt my numbers tonight. But this is what she did. And they asked her, this is the thing, because I heard on the news, they talked about the last game broadcast, not the last game before. They talked about, they said, hey, one of the things that they came to Aaliyah Boston, they came to Caitlin Clark, and they came to those young players, and they said, hey, and Kelsey Mitchell, because they had to re-sign Kelsey. They came to him, they said, hey, this is what it is. And what Aaliyah Boston said, it's reported that Aaliyah Boston said, hey, it's cool as long as you keep the monotony of the team and what we're about. What we're about. As long as you keep that. And they promised Aaliyah Boston that they would do that. I'm not sure they're keeping their promise. And I know, yeah, it don't have to be the whole game. I know, Philip said, running it through Reese's and coach. Oh, man, definitely. Definitely. We've been telling Tyler Marshall all year. I know for a fact that when we're seeing Stephanie White, because believe this, listen, we knew Stephanie White wanted to kind of slow the game down by starting DeRonna Bonner at the beginning of the season. And the reason why DeRonna Bonner scored all them points, and I was pissed off, excuse my language, I was perturbed last game because you were down by 10 with 42 seconds left, and DeRonna Bonner scored like 7 points. You was calling time. I was like, man, the game is over. Let's end it. I was sitting in the bed. I was like, yo, is it still on? I'm like, man, it's still on. She's like, they do know they're not going to win, right? Yeah, I was like, do they think they Reggie Miller or Tyrese Halliburton in the building? I like Tyrese Halliburton and Reggie Miller on the bench hurt with a quad injury. I mean, she consistently called timeout, fouled, and I'm like, man, this game is over. You down by 13. Even Washington was still like, dog, I mean, come on. Game over. So don't look at the Water Bottle stats and be like, oh, the Water Bottle. No. They are very skewed. She played better She played better. Let's not get it twisted. She played better, but she did not play well enough for them to win. And the reason why she didn't play well enough for them to win, boy, I might as well do the shit tomorrow. I might do it now. The reason she didn't play better enough, I can do another one tomorrow. I got a lot to talk about on this one. The reason she didn't play good enough to win was because at the end of the day, the style of play for DeWanna Bonner when it comes to Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, the style of play does not fit DeWanna Bonner. She's 37 years old. The only 37-year-old, 38, 37-year-old that I know that still would run the court like that is Steph Curry and maybe LeBron James. She's 37. Are you asking her to go out there and run with 20-year-olds? So this is the problem that Stephanie White has, is because she wants to slow it down too, because she wants to play defense and she wants to slow it down. Stephanie White would probably be a good coach for the Chicago Sky. Because Stephanie White wants to slow it down and play defense. Marsh and Stephanie White should probably switch. I don't know, not because Marsh is a great coach, but just I'm talking about off of philosophy. Because Marsh wants to push the ball, but you got a team that runs slow, so he needs to play good defense and push the ball and slide. Oh, it definitely looked like, listen, Philip, it definitely looked like an old school WNBA game. I was in there, that's what I told E. I said, babe, this is tough. And I consistently made, they say Indiana need a male. I don't even know if it's a male coach, because it's good coaches that have, Christine Brenneman, it's good coaches that have a idea on how to get the best out of their players, right? So, it's good coaches that understand how to do that. But I'm just saying, like, I thought Stephanie might have been one of them, but I don't know what she is now. And what team Stephanie came from? Let's see. She coached Connecticut last year, right? This is a home going for her, right? So Fever's playing Connecticut tomorrow. She coached Connecticut. This is a home going for her. Correct? Now, when you look at this game, I'm gonna tell you. When you look at this game, I would say this: the Connecticut Sun has lost every game this year. Every game this year, they lost every game. But they had a huge turnaround. They lost some big pieces. And don't think that Stephanie didn't know that she was going to struggle this year. She was getting outdone. Now, would I coach a young 0-5 team, right? Or would I go coach Caitlin Clark? And it kind of was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't hard to make that decision. What's best for your career. That wasn't a hard career move. It wasn't a hard career move. So at the end of the day, she had an opportunity and she took the best, she took the best team. She made the best move with Caitlin Clark. She did. And when you look at that game last night, that's what you had. You had a team that was conflicted. And this is the difference. When you have a superstar like Caitlin Clark, Caitlin's going to dictate the pace. Right? She's going to dictate the pace. And if you try to pull a Christie-sized on Caitlin Clark, it becomes so evident that you automatically like you're a trash coach. Like the way Cardoso-sized tried to do it at the beginning of the year. Female coach in the WNBA that plays up tempo. I don't know. I don't even know why you asked. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. There's a. I really don't know. That's a great question. Maybe Noah Quinn, Seattle. Maybe I just like Noah Quinn. Maybe I'm just kind of crushing on Noah Quinn. No, I think Noah Quinn, they play kind of up tempo. If it's a coach, I think Noah Quinn would know what to do. Y'all know I love Noah Quinn. Because Noah Quinn is up there balling. What's her girl name for Seattle? The model. She's having a fantastic year this year. And I thought they would struggle without Skylar Diggins. Skylar Diggins is up there pushing that thing. Her and Gabby Williams. Oh man. I thought they would struggle without Jewel Lloyd. And they've been like, man, they ain't look back. Gabby Williams and Skylar Diggins. Oh man, Skylar Diggins is having an amazing year. They pushing that thing. They lost yesterday. Well, they lost on Tuesday. Tuesday they lost to the Lynx. But they were pushing that thing. So probably, maybe she might be the only one. She may be the only one. Might be the only one. I just think at the end of the thing, like, yeah, Skylar Diggins is balling. 18, I think she's 18-7. 18-7. She's having a phenomenal year. She's having a phenomenal bounce back year. Her and Gabby Williams is out there doing the thing. Oh yeah, they're doing a lot better without Jewel Lloyd. I thought Jewel Lloyd would do. And she's still struggling in Las Vegas. I'm sorry, I can't bring myself to watch Las Vegas like that. I'm sorry, guys. I know a lot of y'all like Las Vegas. I can't watch them. I just can't. They're like, when you're when you're a Chicago Bulls fan, you can't really root for or watch the Detroit Pistons. That's kind of how Las Vegas is. That's how Vegas is. They like the Pistons. I can't really watch them. I can't. Like when I see them, I just get a little bit, get a nasty taste. My attitude changed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's talking about nobody likes Vegas. My attitude but Las Vegas comes on TV, I'm like, I just roll my eyes. I just roll my eyes. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Angel Woods is a phenomenal player. Phenomenal player. I just not at all. I just can't ride with it. I'm sorry. Y'all forgive me. I just can't ride with him. Just certain teams I just don't ride with. Nobody wants to watch Angel shoot 100 free throws. Man, listen. Hey man, it's a brand of basketball. They have the WNBA brand of basketball down pat. And that's really what it is. They have the brand of basketball down pat. And I think at the end of the day, what we're going to see, and this is what it is a lot of teams are going to start moving. Listen, y'all talk about Caitlin, right? Y'all talk about Caitlin. Bro, who's going to coach Juju this year? Juju brand is, like I said, Juju is magic. You got Magic and Juju, you got Caitlin. And they run that thing. They run. They get up and down the court. Juju like to run. She like to get that ball and go. That's an excellent question, Zane. I don't know who would coach them. I don't know. I think Tyler Marsh is one of the ones who wants to run. She said a female coach. I don't know the female coach that wants to run. You know why, Zane? You know why. You know why female coaches don't like to run. You don't know why? Because, the women like to be in control. They like, I got a million of them. He said Juju is a run for a while. I mean, she's going to get back. When she gets back, she's going to be out there. I'm just saying. The reason why female coaches don't like to run is because they like to be in control. I know, I got to be them. That's not too good. They actually have a special whistle, and they shoot a lot of free throws. They get free throws down pat. Well, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, this is what it is. When we see Stephanie White coaching the Fever, what you're seeing is you're seeing two teams, you're seeing two identities struggle with each other in the locker room and on the court. The Wannabunna scored like what? 10 points the first 3 games, and then all of a sudden she goes to 23 last game. You know what I'm saying? That's because her style of play, she doesn't mess with Caitlin Clark. That's why she had to come off the bench. We were sitting there, we was crying. Take the Wannabunna out the game. Every time she got in the game, she was struggling. It wasn't because we didn't like the Wannabunna. We're just like, yo, we just see that she's not fitting with Caitlin Clark. And guess what? When you ran the game, I'm gonna tell you who did not fit. When we played, what we saw last game was we saw Aaliyah Boston, who has been balling, right? Who has been putting in work, have a worst game of the season without Caitlin in there. Before that 10-point game, Aaliyah Boston was out there averaging almost 20. Almost a double-double, 20 and 10. Right? She's still averaging a double-double. She's averaging 20, 10, and 3 assists. But before that game, she was closer to 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 to 4 assists. You take Caitlin out of that offense, you take Caitlin out of that game, and Aaliyah Boston last game had 10 points. Come on. I mean, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. That's still a great game. But at the end of the day, you missing 10 points from Aaliyah Boston. I mean, that's 5 buckets that she was getting easy shots from Caitlin Clark, or that's running that high screen and roll. And it's almost unstoppable because they be reading each other crazy. They ran the high screen and roll with the Wannabunna, and the Wannabunna kicked it back out. And Aaliyah Boston was looking like, where you at? The 10 points that Aaliyah Boston got last game was rebounds. He was playing Angel Reese game. And then the one when she took it coast to coast. Y'all, this is real talk. That's what I tell people. People be like, Caitlin Clark isn't her. I'm like, man, are y'all on drugs? It look like 2 different teams. I was making jokes. I was like, man, but not Caitlin Clark. Indiana kind of look like Chicago Sky. It kind of look like the Chicago Sky. To be honest with you, just keep it a buck. I'm just saying, without Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever kind of look like Chicago Sky. And that's just what it is. You have a generational player, and this is what we keep trying to tell people. And this is what we keep trying to tell the WNBA. You have a generation. People just say, because when the NBA tried to say, and when the NBA and the media, and let's be honest, the NBA and the media try to perpetuate a false narrative around the Indiana Fever. And I did not want to talk about this until this. But then I got me into it. I'm in my zone now. Let's go ahead and go. The Indiana Fever did not, the media try to perpetuate a negative stereotype. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Get a thumbs up. If I'm sitting here and have this conversation, y'all got to at least give me a thumbs up. Yeah, y'all give me a thumbs up so we continue having this conversation. The problem with the Indiana Fever is this. The media try to portray Indiana and say people only watch Caitlin Clark because she was white. Now we're starting to find out that was a lie. We watched Caitlin Clark because of the style of basketball she played. We watch Caitlin Clark because it's exciting. Caitlin Clark really is Magic Johnson. She's white. She's a white Magic Johnson. She's exciting. She just scores more. But she's a point guard that runs the court, tries to get everybody involved, and makes some of the most illustrious passes. And she just added the Steph Curry 3 with it. And you looking at it like, yo, that's crazy. And it differentiates from everything else that's in the WNBA. And some idiot will be like, well, she can shoot threes too. Yeah, but can she pass like that? When she can pass, what can she shoot? Is she playing with the tempo that we love? It ain't just about running up and down the court fast. It's about, it's about being intelligent and doing what she need to do to get the game in the hand. It's about understanding the moment. Being hurt and coming 12 minutes, but staying 12 minutes before the game to try to sign as many autographs, because she understands that the people that went to the big center, the big arena, came to see her. This is a phenomenon that's going to be studied for years to come. The Caitlin Clark effect is going to be studied 20 years from now. They're going to be having like what they call it now, the 30 for 30. They're going to be having the 30 for 30 20 years from now. Talk about the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. And that's real talk. So people sit up and talking about, hey, so-and-so is like Caitlin. Stop lying, bro. You lying. Angel Reese is not on the same level as Caitlin Clark. Who was that? Oh, my God. Who's that, Jamel Hill? Let's see, this is the thing about, this is why I like social media. We have crazy tastes too, but ours make more sense. We have crazy tastes too, but ours make more sense. Jamel Hill literally got on TV and said that Angel Reese is going to be Jordan. That's what she said. I cannot make this up. This is Angel Reese is going to be. I was like, what say you? What say you? What say you? But this is the stuff that the media try to perpetuate because they're trying to get more money. And the people and the businesses, and trust me, the CEOs of these companies and the businesses of these companies are not idiots. They're sitting there saying, hey, man, when Caitlin Clark plays, she's getting 3 million views. When everyone else plays, they're losing about 2 million to sometimes 3 million views. Sometimes 3 million. They're losing anywhere from 1.5 to 2 million views anytime anybody else is playing. They understand. They're seeing these numbers. They saw how those numbers collide. Listen, the price went from $80. We still have the thing? Do we have it? No, that's not it. That's the Cardoso one. Yeah, we got it. Go with it. The price went from $86 to $25. Y'all do the math. Don't let these idiots sit here and tell you, oh, it's not about Caitlin. We could try to. Stephen A. Smith got on national television the day before yesterday and said, well, we're going to see if Caitlin Clark really is what we think she is. We're going to see if she really is the cash cow. We're like, idiot, we already know she is. What are you talking about? This ain't even a question. It ain't even a question. We know exactly who Caitlin Clark is. We know exactly what Caitlin Clark brings to the table, and we know that Caitlin Clark is amazing. The only people that don't think that are people that have an agenda. And even the people that have an agenda have to step back and be like, oh, that's kind of hard. When she hit that step back 3 buzzer beater, even the haters was like, you know what? I like Angel, but even the haters is like, this whole Angel Caitlin thing, and we not talking about today on X. I saw today they had some, and I cracked up laughing. They said, "Really, King?" They said, "Really? Y'all keep comparing Caitlin and Angel. It's not supposed to be Caitlin and Angel, because Angel was a 7th round pick and Caitlin was the top pick. It's supposed to be Caitlin and Cardoso." I said, "What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! All this year, y'all told me all last year, Angel Reese was this. Angel Reese was it. Now you said, oh, it shouldn't be Caitlin against Angel, it should be Caitlin against Cardoso. Now they said it should be Caitlin against Paige Buckets. When Juju comes, it's gonna be Caitlin against Juju. It's gonna be what it is. At the end of the day, it's only one person right now that moves the needle. Do I think Juju has what it takes to move the needle? And she comes back healthy and she comes back looking like herself? Yes, she does. But other than Juju, The only other person that can move the needle, I don't care if you talking Asia Wilson. I don't know what you did. I don't know. I did have fun watching Kelsey Plum playing the other night. That was dope. I can't hate. Like I started to say Kelsey Plum. I'm gonna leave Kelsey Plum a lot of this. But Kelsey Plum balled out the other night. That was really exciting basketball. When they beat Chicago. That was fun. That was fun. Even though they're losing. But okay, you can break all the ones. Sabrina, Stewie, break them all. I want to see Caitlin and Ryan go at it again. Caitlin, I ain't scared of you. I gave it an L. She had to tear rock around like I want her. Caitlin, I ain't scared of you. And I gave it an L. Gave it an L. That's what I'm talking about. You know, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's certain people that move the needle. And there's certain people that don't. It ain't a bad thing. Play your role. Play your role. Don't try to be like nobody else. Stay in your position and play your role. Play your role. Philip, I agree. That's all you gotta do. Play your role. He said, Juju couldn't feel good. No, that's crazy, David. I would say this. The reason why I would tell you why Juju was a little different. I hate to say it, come sound like Stephen A. Because the black community has held Juju as that. I don't know if you know, but when Juju was with that Jaden Daniels situation, I said, Juju's a superstar. I like Juju's a superstar. Well, that was major news with Jaden Daniels and his mama. I know Jaden Daniels' mama had a lot to do with it too. But I was just like, Juju's a superstar. Like, she a little bit different. That's the only thing they can hold their hats on. Because all these other women, Caitlyn is busting their tails. They gotta put 2 or 3 people in guard 90 feet. I was like, I didn't see not one time did they guard Paige Buckets tonight 90 feet. I was waiting on it. I was like, they're gonna guard Paige Buckets 90 feet. They didn't even Paige Buckets was across half court. They still didn't have nobody on Paige Buckets. She missed a wide open 3 and then hit a wide open 3 too. I was like, where's the blitz defense that we saw last year? You know, that's a black defense. I get what you're saying. I just said, I'm telling you. Hey. This is one time, David, we gotta agree with this because I think they're gonna come out for Juju. She got a cool nickname. She's a much better looking player than Asia or Angel Reese. Gotta say that. I would say at the end of the day, they're looking for somebody. They need somebody. The league needs somebody for situations like it is right now. Caitlin's hurt, and those numbers are going. Those numbers are going crazy, and they need a real villain. And but see, and David, you gotta remember this too, though. For a whole entire year, they stood and propagated a double-double and put that as a rationale why Angel Reese is on the same level as Caitlin Clark. They said for a whole entire year, they ran a narrative that it was a close rookie of the year situation for a whole entire year. Whole entire year. All I'm saying, if Juju wins the national championship next year, it's gonna be unbearable. It's gonna be unbearable. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to prepare you, Dave. Trying to prepare you. If Juju comes back and they get to the Final Four, it's gonna be unbearable. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, because she's a good looking young lady. She plays the up tempo style of game. You know what I'm saying? She kind of has the game to back up what it is. Zane says she gets to the free throw line a lot. She gets a free throw man. Cool, I get it. But she has more of a game than what Angel has. What Angel gave you tonight? Speaking of Angel Reese, how did she do tonight? 6 points, 9 rebounds. But for a whole half a year, these jokers were saying that Angel Reese is better than Caitlin Clark. Even now, what's her name is saying Angel Reese is better than Caitlin Clark. What's her girl name? I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna see if I can find it so y'all don't think I'm capping. Let's see if I can find it. What was her name? Jamel Hill. Let's see if I can find that Jamel Hill for y'all real quick. I'm gonna find, because I know y'all think I'm playing when I say that. Jamel Hill literally said that that Angel Reese will be the next great player. That was Jamel Hill, and I couldn't believe it. Look for me next show. I'm gonna have that Jamel Hill article. They said she's not the rivalry, but I'm telling y'all, wait now, wait and see, wait. There are a couple. Listen, there are a couple of black athletes that right now the community is pushing. Right? It was Angel Reese. The problem with Angel Reese is she's not, you know what I'm saying? She's not performing well. Right? They try. If Angel Reese is still getting double doubles and going 15 and 10 and 16 and 10 and they was winning, they'll still be perpetuating Angel Reese as one of the chosen savior. But because Angel Reese isn't playing well at all, she's going through that sophomore slump. Oh no, they off that. The other player. It's two players. It's really three of them. It's three cats right now in the black community. But one real bad. The other one is Shedeur Sanders. Y'all want to talk about? Let's talk real. Shedeur Sanders, after he went through what he went through, oh man, I spent so much fire. The camera was like, "Oh boy, you spent too much fire." Shedeur Sanders is the community is all in on Shedeur Sanders. Anybody tell you anything different? They lying. The community is all in on Shedeur Sanders. If I'm lying, go check it out. They all in. They all in. No, I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. But the truth is, when it comes to black athletes that the black community is down with and for, Shedeur Sanders is on the top of the list right now. After how they did, the black community is like, after how they did that brother during that draft when he should have been picked in the first round. And he had to wait. He had to wait to the fifth round. I'm telling y'all, they was upset. Man, I read the boycott the NFL. I read the boycott the NFL. Listen, man. Let the Browns cut Shedeur Sanders. Man, please. Y'all out. Trying to tell y'all, it's two of them. It was Angel Reese, but Angel Reese couldn't ball. And I tried to tell y'all last year, Angel Reese can't ball. And y'all saw it. Y'all was telling other people with me. Angel Reese said they're great. But Shedeur Sanders, that's a whole different conversation. Listen, my community was ready to run out there and see. My community is getting ready to go out there and march. March, we shall overcome because Shedeur Sanders dropping in the draft. Trust me. Go to if y'all know my Facebook page, make sure you go to King David Jordan at Facebook.com. Every time I post Shedeur, man, it's classic. It's classic. Classic. And we're gonna be watching it close. We're gonna be watching it close this year. We'll get to NBA, NFL stuff. But they're waiting for that next one in basketball, women's basketball. And I think right now the only person that has that name is Juju. I could be wrong, but we'll see in a couple. We'll see in next year. See by next year. This time next year, we'll see. We'll see. But the WNBA has an issue, and the issue is they only have one golden goose, and that name is Caitlin Clark. And right now, her team, I think actually, honestly, it's probably going to be better for the team at this point to not run as much. But if you don't do that, you're going to alienate Aaliyah Boston. You're going to alienate Kelsey Mitchell. Lexi. You're going to alienate a couple of them. Lexi got a nice little mid-range game that she's been working on that's really nice. She got a nice little turnaround and a little fade. I was like, look at Lexi. Okay. Steelers got to get a quarterback. Who got a quarterback for Steelers this year? You know, we don't know who Steelers quarterback is yet. They said, hey, y'all saw George Higgins going off on Aaron Rodgers. And then he was like, wait a minute, Aaron Rodgers ain't even signed to a team. What are you going on? You're supposed to be in all-season workouts. You deserve the team to be in all-season workouts. You need to get better. You went 5-11. They was like, well, George, he's not signed. He's not even a part of the team. He hasn't signed a contract. What are you talking about? You just want to show up. You just want to show up on the field and throw passes and not be a part of the team yet? Not even know if that's the team he's going to play for? I'm trying to tell y'all, the media, man, is a trip. The media. Listen, man, I've gone on. Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I've gone over a whole 30 minutes. I was going to be up for it. Thank you. I just want to do some freestyle times with you guys, man. It's Friday night. I owed y'all a show from yesterday, so I'll give y'all a little extra time tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I say it again, it does not go past me that you guys take time to sit here and talk sports with me, talk WNBA with me, talk life, politics, everything with me, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys are making my dreams come true. And I thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you have not, please, if you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe button. We're trying to reach 2,000. I feel like we should have a lot more, but I'm gracious with what we have. I don't despise small beginnings. Man, listen, y'all put all your tips. I would say this, but I'm gracious, and I will say thank you guys to everyone that's watching and listening. I appreciate you guys so much. Listen, tomorrow we'll be back. We're going to pull a 2-4 tomorrow. I kind of want to talk about the Stephon Diggs thing tomorrow. So since I talked about Indiana tonight, I'll probably talk about the Stephon Diggs, and I got like 3 different takes of the Stephon Diggs thing that's very interesting. Because we're going to start moving towards football season because, you know, WNBA, it's not as interesting as when Caitlin's not there. Anybody shocked at that? I'm not. Could y'all imagine if Caitlin was playing last game against what's her name, Surrey? What's the point guard name that was jumping out the gym last night? I just want to see the matchup. That would be like a fun matchup to see. Oh, girl was jumping out the gym last night. I was like, who's that girl from the Mystics? The point guard from the Mystics jumping out the gym. She was out there putting on a show. I'm like, oh man. Now we played them again. Oh Lord, y'all pray for Indiana, man. We played the Liberty tonight. I just don't see that being a close game. Could be. We got to slow the ball down. I think Liberty got a little. I think they're licking their chops. So we'll see what happens tonight. Y'all join me tonight. We go ahead. Hey, would y'all want to do a live stream together? I know y'all got Mick and y'all got Coach AR. And y'all got other ones. I don't mind watching the game with y'all if y'all want to watch the game with me. Let's watch it together. One of these days, let's do it. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Until we meet again. Always go for your goals. Always. I'm saying again. Always go for your goals. Because we have a request. Do we have it? Always go for your goals. Always go for your goals. Because success looks fantastic on you. All right. I love you guys so much, man. Y'all have a great night. We'll get back with you very, very, very soon. Tomorrow morning, join me. I'm probably gonna talk about Stephon Diggs with the boat. I really want to talk about that. I got an interesting take. Very interesting take on that. And then we'll talk some more. We'll preview the game between Caitlin and, well, not Caitlin, Gina Fever and the New York Liberty. Tough. Who y'all got? Let me know right now. Who y'all got? I know who I have. Who do you guys have? Let's see if we can do this real quick. Trying to do this. Y'all let me know who y'all have. Who y'all got tomorrow night? Y'all got the Liberty or y'all got the Fever pulling up the upset? I'm gonna go New York Liberty by 10. I've been off this year. I gotta get back on. I gotta pray and see what the Lord is saying. I'm off this year. I would have won the other night, but doggone referees. But we'll see how that goes, okay? Love you guys. Y'all have a good night. Play it. He ready. That's for you, Zane. Thank you. I appreciate it.